Hi, my name is Theresa Allen. I'm the technology teacher and coordinator at the Cathedral of St. Raymond School in Joliet, Illinois. I've been teaching here for about 15 years, and 4 years ago I started opening my doors and walls to the world. It all started about 4 years ago when I began with the Flat Classroom Certified Teacher Program, and I also enrolled in the Digitine project as well as a couple other projects through Flat Classroom. And with the Digitine project, I got my 7th graders started and realized how valuable the project was for not only my technology lab, but for other areas in the curriculum. And so a couple years later, I had the language arts teacher join me, and now we team teach the Digitine project in the fall with 7th grade. Another project that I work with in Flat Classroom is A Week in the Life, and we work with 3rd graders, and I started about 2 years ago with that project, and the 3rd grade teachers work alongside with me, and we take a snapshot of a week or a month or so of school and leisure time and anything else that they have encountered during their time that we do the project, and we make kind of a voice thread and slideshow of what it's like to live in Joliet. We share that with other schools around the world, and we get a really nice compilation of projects and kind of get to know what the world is like outside of our city. And another project that we started as well was with kindergarten, and the kindergarten teachers help as well, which is really exciting when they are part of this project, because being a technology teacher, you always feel like you're a one-man band or by yourself. And what I've learned and what I've found with the school is that the teachers are willing to try something as long as somebody else is helping them. And once they see what I've done, then they feel more comfortable, and if I'm helping them, they're fine working with the projects. So with the kindergarten project, we take a little snapshot of what's outside our window, and then we may also take a story and change the ending or retell the story through puppets or through role play and share that with a group, a global group as well. So we really like that project. That happens in the spring, and the Week in the Life project happens in the spring too. 2 years ago, 2 is like a big number for me, but 2 years ago I started managing the Digitine project. So I help with the project in the fall and in the spring, and work with another teacher who does the Digitween project. We expanded the project so that younger students can get involved in the project. And this is based on digital citizenship and learning to become more of a person online, and how to act and behave properly in a manner that is appropriate for students online through digital citizenship. So we have 2 different categories now, so that the students that are younger can find media, pictures and videos to share, and they make a project at the end. Where the older students, they have a project where they meet and they gather data and words and paragraphs, and they actually, make a project at the end as well. We try to use different media, and we use different software. So, they could do a PowerPoint if they wanted to, presentation in Google, a Prezi, they could do WeVideo, they can do whatever they feel comfortable doing. They can film themselves, and so at the end project in Digitine, it's kind of open-ended, which is a great feature when you're talking about core curriculum and standards. You want the students to have a choice, and students have a choice in the Digitine project. So I want to take this time to back up a little bit and talk about what the flat classroom is. Flat classroom, when you think about it, you think of a classroom, you've got your 4 walls. You want to kind of think about it in an abstract sense, where you're flattening your classroom, you're opening up your classroom to other schools and students and teachers from around the world. That's the basis of all of these projects that I was explaining earlier. How important it is to step out of your box and try something new and connect. So how do you connect? How do you connect in Flat Classroom? How do you connect in all the other projects that I'm talking about. One way that you can connect is just to do a basic search, obviously. You can go on Google and you can search Flat Classroom Project and you'll find these things. You'll find people, when I started on Twitter, they gave me suggestions. So I started with some suggestions, and I knew a couple of people, so I started with those people to follow. And then those people had people that I followed as well. So it kind of starts small, and all of a sudden, you're growing, and it grows pretty quickly. But that's a good thing, because then you know that you're going in the right direction, that you're actually finding people that may have the same thoughts as you, passions as you, and you want to expand that. And so Flat Classroom was my starting point in order to connect and flatten my classroom walls and connect globally. I have several other projects that I work with my students. I teach 3-year-olds all the way to 14-year-olds. So I have a big gamut of ages, and which it makes my job a lot more fun, because there's variety and there's other things that you can put into it as well. But so from kindergarten to 8th grade, there are different projects that we do. And the reason why we do the projects is to get the students, give them an understanding of how important it is to connect with people from around the world, students, teachers, those kind of things. We use Skype to connect. Whether it's face-to-face or online, I want students to know that you want to treat it the same way. So if I'm talking to somebody face-to-face, I'm going to talk to that same person online the same way. That's kind of the basis of what I try to teach with the students. And one of the projects that we do is called the Monster Project, and that's in 4th grade. We do it with 4th grade. And I've talked about other teachers being involved in the project, and that's a big plus as well. So when you get more than one teacher in your school involved, it takes on a lot more meaning. So the art teacher is involved, and as well as the 2 4th grade teachers. And they create stories with the students. We talk about monsters, and it's perfect because it's October and Halloween and all that all into one. And we Skype, we connect with the other students that are in the project. So we might have the hands, and we have to define the hands. And then from that, we have the other body parts as well. So we have all of these definitions or things that we need to look at. So the hands might be 5 feet long and might be green or whatever. The art teacher takes those descriptions and makes the monster. And then in my room, we do VoiceThread, we do Skype, we do other things to connect. And in the 4th grade room, they write stories and poems and things like that. So it's a whole, it's not just the project, it's connecting the language arts, it's connecting art, it's connecting science. If you're talking about body parts, you can add science in there as well. So that's a great project to do with students and connect with other teachers and schools around the world. Another project that we use is the landmark games, and that is a great geography project that we use with students, and 5th grade and 7th grade actually participate, where they have a landmark and 9 clues, and they submit 3 clues a week to other schools and students around the world, and then they get 3 clues a week from their landmarks, and you try and discover what it is in the end. So it's a 3-week project, but it's very geography, history based. So you're talking about a lot of, you're talking geography, and you're talking history, and you're talking social studies. So you're encompassing a lot of core curriculum in the projects, which is great. And that's, thankfully, my principal and assistant principal are very encouraging and want us as educators to promote this type of learning, not just from the textbooks, but from the world, and we enjoy that.